second career playoff win, pushing him past Derek Fisher for the most ever. And I thought this was a good move. Post-game, LeBron thanked teammates and coaches and staffs, and I thought that was a really nice note from LeBron. Shannon, how impressive was this?
Skip, you know, of all the guys that on the list that have that's way up there in playoff wins, Derek Fisher, Tim Duncan, Robert Horry, and Kareem, LeBron James have the fewest playoff appearances of all those guys. Now, Kareem is different, Skip. Kareem, they were playing a lot of 2 out of 3s. They were playing 3 out of 5. So I'm going to take Kareem off that. But not with Derek Fisher. Not with Tim Duncan. Not with Robert Horry. I mean, LeBron got 14 playoff appearances. Fisher got 16. Tim Duncan has 18. Robert Horry has 16. So, in other words, when it's all said and done, we're going to be over 200 with a couple of more chips. Skip, it's impressive. I mean, it just goes to show you how great this man has been for such a long time. And it's right. He plays a team sport. And although it's LeBron that's name is in the record books, yes, D. Wade and Chris Bosh and Kyrie and JR and a lot of other guys, but he's been the bell cow. He's been the lead dog. Skip and Iditarod, no matter how many dogs, I think you can have up to 12, they got a lead dog, right? He's got to have a lead.
Alpha.
Yeah. So therefore, that's the lead dog. And he's still doing it like this, Skip, in year 17. I just want you to tell me, Skip, and you go back to Kareem when he first got out here. I think Kareem got out here in, what, 76?
I was here.
So you go back to covering 76. Have you ever seen a guy in year 17 can do what he's doing in year 17?
He is remarkably fit. He is Iron Man. He's not exactly Tom Brady when it comes to longevity because he's not exactly 43 in year 20.
He ain't never missed a season either. He ain't never missed a season either, has he?
Well,
has he ever missed a season?
Tom Brady is about to break the record for most starts
we ain't talking
in the history of the NFL.
We ain't talking about Tom Brady. This is about GOAT James and his GOATness. So it's on full display. So talk about it.
We're talking about the true GOAT of football, Tom Brady. Okay, here's what this matters to me. It matters that it's a longevity achievement. And it's also, it's born of some luck, right place, right time, because you have to be in the right place, right time for this to happen. See Derek Fisher. Was he not right place, right time? He goes Shaq and Kobe, and then he goes Kobe Gasol.
But in the meantime, remember, he leaves, goes to Utah, and comes back.
And that Utah team, just for the record, it's Darren Williams and Carlos Boozer and Matt Harpring, who's a really good player, and what's his name, Kirilenko,
AK-47, yeah.
And Millsap was on that team, who's still alive and well, going strong for the Denver Nuggets. Okay, so that was a good basketball team, and they got all the way to the conference finals, lost to my Spurs that year. And then he goes to Oklahoma City, and all that's there is, you know, Durant, Westbrook, and at first, James was still there. Right? So he gets all the way to the 2012 finals with those three potentially soon-to-be MVPs and lose. That's LeBron's first ring. And then with the Thunder 13 and 14, he gets to the semifinals and back to the conference finals. Well, that's called right place, right time. Not that he wasn't, he's a very good player. He's not a great player, but he's a very good player. Very good player. Very smart,
he understood his role, played his role great.
Okay, so look what happened to LeBron. He got to go to 8 straight Eastern Conference finals because it was the Eastern Conference.
Don't do that, Skip. See?
And he went to Miami and joined forces with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh under Pat Riley and Spo, and they were really good.
So that 2017, what other player in the Eastern Conference was taking the Cavs to the finals?
I don't know. I thought, you know, then what happened when they got to the finals?
Skip, they lost.
Okay.
The 4 Hall of Famers. I'm glad you said that, because the same thing happened to your guy in 85 and 86. What happened? 86, 87. I thought he was transcendent. What happened, Skip?
There were only 3 Hall of Famers in the Spurs.
Right? No, they weren't. Oh, so Tim Duncan is not a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
Manu? Yeah. And Tony Parker?
Okay.
Okay, you're right.
3. Okay.
Right.
So here's the point. He got 4 there. Then he goes to Cleveland, Kyrie, Kevin Love. And look at who he keeps running over in the playoffs. He got DeMar DeRozan 3 times. Now he's with my Spurs. And I've told you this before. I don't love him. He's not transcendent. He's a star, but not a superstar. And you used to call them the baby dinosaurs because that's what they were.
About to be that again if they don't play better today.
You could be right. Then it was Paul George's Pacers, where he was the alpha. He's the biggest dog. Right. And Paul, you got to carry the load here. He's not that guy. He's a complimentary star.
Skip, he played unbelievable in those playoffs.
Okay, but do you think LeBron was really threatened by Paul George?
Yeah, they win 7 games. Didn't they go 7 games?
I don't think he was ever threatened. And there were all kinds of aging Celtics and Nets, and Bobcats, and Wizards, and Sixers.
Skip, here's my thing. You never said anything when Michael Jordan broke through. You didn't say the Celtics were aging, even though they were. Bird, Parrish, McHale were getting old. You didn't say that with the bad boy Pistons because they took Mahorn away in the supplement in the draft, the expansion draft. And they were getting old because they was going to Eastern Conference Finals and Finals for like 5-6 years straight. And we see the toll that it takes on the body. Look what it did to Golden State. And Kevin Durant had only gone to 3 straight finals. So you can imagine what the Pistons and the Celtics who were battling the Lakers year after year after year after year, and then the Pistons just to get an opportunity to play the Celtics. You never mentioned that the Celtics and the Pistons got old. You talked about LeBron, about Jordan's greatness. Now with LeBron, it's about everybody else is getting old. Wow, Skip.
Well, they were getting old.
Wow.
And by the way, you said Tom Brady did miss a season while LeBron has never missed a season, but what happened in LeBron's first year with the Lakers? He missed the playoffs. He didn't miss the season. He did have a stretch of games missed, groin, whatever it was. And he missed the playoffs. He went 28-27 as a starter.
After Tom Brady won the Super Bowl in 2001, what happened the following year?
They missed the playoffs.
Oh, okay. Was Tom Brady the quarterback? Okay, I was just checking. I wasn't sure because I could have swore we went to Foxborough and beat the brakes off them.
So
but that's not here.
What was that for LeBron? Year 16, he missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
Tom Brady missed it in his second year as the starter. Okay.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Oh, look, he was injured.
Okay.
So you say injured because Tom Brady missed the playoffs in 2008, right? Because he was injured. Okay, I would just let's make sure we keep apples and apples and oranges and oranges.
Right place, right time. They got to play the Trail Blazers in the first round. Should have won all 4 in a row, but did win 4.
Skip, you beat Blake Bortles, and you don't say anything about that. You beat David Garrard. You don't say anything about that. You beat Philip.
Blake Bortles was up 20-10 early in the fourth quarter, and Tom Brady had 25 stitches in the base of his thumb on his throwing hand.
Man, it's done going to 25. Jenny, I remember it was 12 because the TB12 method. Now the man done got 13 extra stitches 3 years after the fact.
According to a book that just came out, I'm just reciting what was in the book.
I'm just asking.
It took 25 butterfly stitches to close a gaping wound that exposed the bone in his thumb.
I'm not scared. All I'm asking, was the 12 alive then or is the 25 alive now? That's all I'm saying. If he got stitches, okay, we know that. But I'm saying, you see how you keep adding yeast so the story will grow? That's what happened. I mean, it went from Babe Ruth ate 5 hot dogs before a game and hit 4 home runs. And then it went to 10. Then it went to 15. Now it's at 25 hot dogs and 4 beers. You see how the story grows?
The latest book, I think it's called The Dynasty. It has the quotes from the hand surgeon that did the surgery in the locker room that afternoon after he ripped it apart in practice.
I'm just saying, look, Coach Belichick says, they didn't split your chest open. You didn't get the Jarvik 7. You remember Robert Jarvik? He was the first guy to have the artificial heart. You didn't have no John Q moment. So Coach Belichick, what did Coach Belichick say? Coach Belichick looked at him and walked up out of the room.
He did.
Walked up out of there.
Oh, so you're accepting that detail from the book, but you don't. You believe the rest are lies except for that one.
No. I already know.